Yo, what's up, team? I am back in the building. I got a special guest for you guys today.
Ronan Joe Genji, Cyborgpedia. What's good, y'all?
What's up, brother?
Triple.
We back in the building, and you guys all know they dropped us first look at the Swamp Thing.
Okay.
But I had to do this episode with you, bro, because I really wanted to dive deep into Swamp Thing a little bit more, because you know about Swamp Thing too.
Yeah.
And we're big fans of the old mytho of it.
He ain't lying.
This our thing.
Shout out to the late Wes Craven, man, for the original movie back in '82.
Yeah. The whole, he looked like a pot of greens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
healthy.
You know,
he was motherfucker.
He was low key healthy, thick.
Hey.
But you know what I mean? So let's look at the first look at him, and let's just dive into this. Let's take a look at this Swamp Thing.
Let's go. Sold. DC. All right, DC Universe. I'll see y'all. Like Tales from the Crypt about to come on. It's hype.
It still get me right there, bro. Swamp Thing. May 31st, yo.
The orchestra music, oh yeah, they selling it. That's great, man.
It's coming out on somebody's birthday.
Man, hey.
It was very quick, but it gave me a lot. It gave me a lot.
Just enough. Like,
go ahead.
they're serious about this. I think this the stream service, they realize that they need a heavy hitter, and I've said this many times. You've said this. A horror is coming back, and it's something about that merging of science fiction and fantasy within the comic book realm that has not been explored yet. This is a great character to do it, to start it with. This is going to show people that it's time to go dark and to make things a little bit more serious, more gritty, a little bit grown up. Because kids ain't the only ones reading these things. You got teenagers and adults. People are going to evolve over time. People are going to grow. People are going to mature over time. Swamp Thing is that character that's going to be a bridge gap to showing superheroes and anti-heroes, but it's still set in an environment where people are comfortable. Okay. Comic books and graphic novels. You're winning either way. But this had to happen. This had to come out. And it looks great. And it looks like they put money into it. And it looks like love is put into it. And I'm for it.
I got you on that, brother. Yeah. And it's a good thing you say that, because I've been preaching this for a while, that comic book movies have to change to survive moving forward.
Got you.
And the dark tone of the comic books have to be presented, because the MCU has given us a lighthearted world. Even though they still have some serious threats, you know what I mean, or some serious themes throughout out there, like 21 movies, they're known for being more happy than serious.
Most of the time, yeah.
And I think that audience has grown up. You know what I mean? Yeah. And now we want to get back into the basics of the theme of darkness and serious tones. And Swamp Thing is that type of character, because there's not one funny bone in his body. I don't think he has bones at all, but regardless, there's not one funny bone in his body, and he's a very serious character. And I like what I see. It looks movie quality.
Oh, yeah.
This bucket of greens.
That's why I'm feeling it. And they knew that, you know what, if we made this a film off the jump, we would lose, because a lot of people aren't really knowledgeable.
Swamp Thing out of here.
And they're not really familiar on Swamp Thing, and they're not too knowledgeable unless they know about the Justice League Dark. So basically, I think it's time to kind of switch it up, because this character, you know, if they were to release this as a movie, it wouldn't work. They would lose, because a lot of people aren't really familiar or knowledgeable with the Swamp Thing unless they've jumped into the lore or played the Injustice game or watched the Justice League Dark, because he's a part of that team.
Do you really think they'll lose, though?
Yeah, because think about it, like V for Vendetta, Constantine.
Gotcha.
Good movies, quality, but didn't make money.
Because of the stigma of superheroes have to be da-da-da-da.
Right. Hellboy, same thing. Perfect example. Dark character. Great character. Anti-hero.
But was the movie great?
Right.
That's the thing.
See? It's a hard market, because I think people audience members, like moviegoers, they like their horror standalone, and then you got the comic book community that likes their comic book movies standalone, and then you got the people that's just mutual, like me in the middle, that want the merging of both. You know what I mean? And then I can take them individual, or when you put them in a mashup, because you know the comic book genre is full of subgenres.
Yeah, man.
So it's like, why not take a risk? But I know why they didn't make it a film, because Swamp Thing hadn't really had a good track record when it came to big screen. You know, he had more like made for television films, and the only theatrical one that he had was the Wes Craven film, and that was like 30 years ago. And even then, I think that was when I think it was like a battle of the rights issue because they were trying to do it, and then the made for television movie came out at the same time, and then they had a TV series in the late 80s, the Swamp Thing. Like, they had like 2 seasons, and then it was gone.
Well,
so it's a tricky character.
That's the thing. I think with the transition of characters, this is the perfect platform. Yeah. I just think the platform is not it's not getting the exposure that it needs. The DC Universe online, yes, I think it's good for that, but a lot of people don't have that subscription. You think this type of show can get people to on the fly just subscribe and pay their money?
If they're in the horror and they want to see that, yeah, and it's something new too. So yes, on that account, and then yes because they don't know who the character is, and on the app, this is the thing I like about the app, they can get the digital comics and like research the character. You can look up the whole character's bio and history right before you watch the program.
Got you.
That's tight.
But how many people gonna read?
I don't know who this is. Swamp Thing. The whole seat. Give it to me. I'm ready. I know who he is. I know his origin. I know what he is. This is live action. I'm ready to go.
Gotcha.
Let's see who he's about. Let's see what their interpretation of this character is.
Well, my take on that, I think, honestly, as far as it coming on the app, I obviously have the app. I'm a DC fan, even though they pissing me off lately with a lot of stuff they've done. I'm not a fan of the Titan show. I don't really care much about Doom Patrol. Okay. And Young Justice is kind of stabbed me in the back. Just keeping it 100. Okay. It's not what it used to be. Don't care about the team and all stuff like that. But I do like the main reason why I bought the app was for Young Justice, and it was for Swamp Thing.
Things you was looking forward to.
I was looking forward to Swamp Thing. You guys see, I like Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing is one of those characters that I just gravitate to. I love the whole mytho of it.
You love monsters,
and I love monsters.
Respect.
So, and he's a bucket of greens, and I love eating greens. And if you guys ever feel constipated inside, eating greens gets your shit moving. That's a fact.
Tight.
That's why the swamp smells like shit. But all honesty,
also fact.
You know what I mean? But all honesty, I love to see this. I want to see honestly what villains he runs into.
That's another type thing.
Are you gonna run into like Solomon Grundy type idea villains? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna, because he can teleport anywhere? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go down to Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna go against
down in the bayou, like have an epic fight scene? Two monsters. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, man.
That's tight.
Like, what kind of hero are you gonna be?
Too at the same time.
You know, Swamp Thing is that type of hero where he's not a hero. He's kind of like I don't want to say a god, but he ain't easy to get to. A
misunderstood smart man.
Yeah, he's
scientist.
Like, he's you just don't say help, I need help, and Swamp Thing come out. He'll probably let you die. Like he's that type of entity where it's like, if he comes out, then you know it's something serious.
It's a real deal. Yeah.
So I want to know how they're going to be able to show us that without making it corny and making it believable. You know, I think Swamp Thing needs the tier 1 writing, because if you go any other way from tier 1, tier 2, it becomes cornballish and stupid scenarios. I don't want them to revolve this show around the swamp.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the show. That's why the show got whacked.
Yeah.
Everything had to do with the swamp.
Make it like a manhunt.
You know what I'm saying?
Do a thriller. Like they're trying to figure out. Show the scientist aspect, show the monster aspect, and then show the people that's trying to hunt them down, trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Make them an urban myth. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Make them a myth. Let them know that he does exist. Keep him in the shadows. Have him come out when necessary. So I like that.
And when he comes out,
yeah,
it's payback time.
So you got special forces in here. Follow them. Show the scientists and what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Trying to play God, yada yada, do that, and then show the Swamp Thing, man. So you got 3 different sides of this story and this adventure going on. Make it an adventure. Make it a manhunt. Keep the science fiction there. Make it a thriller, and you're winning because you're following different sides of the story, showing everybody's point of view of who they think of the Swamp Thing is. Yeah. And then you're showing Swamp Thing's point of view, looking at them. Mm-hmm. And then you bring in the supernatural and all that stuff, man. And keep in mind, this is a universe, which is also exciting. We don't know how this is going to factor into the other shows because they are somewhat semi-connected. That's also exciting, too.
I don't want this to intertwine with TV shows.
Okay.
I want this to be the first TV movie
kind of Elseworld
characters. Nah, I want Swamp Thing to be the first introduction to the Justice League Dark.
Okay. Oh,
film.
Okay.
I don't want the corny Flash and Arrow and stuff. I don't want that to ever touch this type of character because
not this,
it just takes you out of the realm.
So you want this to open the door for a Justice League Dark movie?
Exactly. I want this to be the first introduction to now a Dr. Fate TV series that can go.
You guys heard it here.
And you come together and you make a movie. You see what I'm saying?
Guillermo del Toro, Justice League Dark.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be where you introduce these characters. And it's funny because I made a plan like this. And I don't know if Swamp Thing was on my plan when I did my shows. I don't know if it was on my plan when I did my shows.
That's a unique idea, though.
But when I was saying, it'd be great to be creative if you were to bring in these shows, like Justice League Dark miniseries.
Okay.
So I did say that in 2020.
I think that would be great.
It's written right here. 2020 miniseries Justice League Dark. We're in 2019. So
for DC Universe.
For DC Universe Online.
That's
and then
great.
I said, let me see, 30-minute showcases. So the showcases were to show characters like that, where you just show a character, but it was cartoon, it was animated. It was animated films. So I did say Justice League Dark. I'm like looking at like I got a Martian Manhunter, Power Girl.
Got the whole blueprint. It's tight.
Justice League Dark miniseries 2. Yeah.
Wow.
And then it was Etrigan. I used Etrigan instead of Swamp Thing because I thought it was more interesting at the time. And a Black Adam miniseries.
Wow. Okay. Now, well, low key, that would get people to stream.
I'm ahead of the curve on this. This is crazy. I ain't know.
Has a whole DCU outline.
Yeah, but
but that stuff right there will get people to subscribe to that app.
But that's what I'm saying.
If that's what you're going for, as far as connecting that and having Swamp Thing be the beginning, I think that's great for like a Phase 1 Dark Universe.
So instead of doing a mini series of Justice League Dark, you do this Swamp Thing
characters.
Swamp Thing season 1, and then you do Etrigan.
Wow.
Then Zatanna, and then you make a film.
Then John Constantine, who already had a great show. DC Universe, y'all need to pick that up and continue it. So you'll really be winning because there was an audience for that just on the wrong network at the wrong time.
NBC.
You have your own streaming service. Pick that up and keep the same guy because Matt Ryan was dope.
But see, he's intertwining with Arrow and Flash, so
Is he still on there?
He got to go.
Okay.
He has to go.
See,
because
that's what you didn't want. Gotcha.
I don't want to see them.
Gotcha.
Because I want this Justice League Dark. I want the acting to be able to be movie based.
Matt Ryan, he is John Constantine.
Yeah.
He's good, bro.
Yeah. Maybe he can make a spell and make a new one.
Maybe. Hey.
Because I'm being honest.
I'm off a reboot though, because you could find somebody, but I gotta give him. He's good.
I know, but he's in Flash.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
They suck.
Yeah, he's good.
When it comes to
keyword, I said he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they brought him in there.
When it comes to TV.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you the man. But we talk about movie.
Gotcha.
So I think the miniseries it's a great way to show these characters Etrigan, and to get back on this one too.
Yeah.
Before I go past with Etrigan, they had a 13 episode schedule. Like but they cut production early and stopped at episode 10. So you got 10 episodes, which I think is pretty good.
That's fine.
It doesn't drag on.
Yeah.
No pun intended to Rough Riders, but it'd be really cool to see them do that Etrigan 5 episodes, Zatanna 5 episodes. You know what I'm saying? And cut them down. I think it should go even further down. 10 episodes still seems a lot.
Because it still factors into the supernatural.
Exactly.
And you're still opening the door.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing is kind of a door to that fantasy and all that. Who else is out there? I mean, it's just a matter of how they introduce them and when. It's that timing that's got to be inconsistent. And
then you see this character, the way he looks. Like, we can watch it again. Let's watch it again and see what's up. But the way he looks is phenomenal. It looks movie based.
He looks amazing.
It looks
just how I imagine reading it, seeing it is what I seen on the paper.
He looks a little like shoulder wise, looks a little small in the water, but maybe
he's laying. You know, he got that height.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing was tall, and the way he just came out that water was menacing.
You hear the violin?
Yeah. The backwoods fly you the way it's lit. That cinematography is on point. I keep thinking of Injustice too, man. Like, oh, man, they did him justice in that game. Yeah. Love that.
It makes me want more Swamp Thing stuff now. I want a T-shirt and everything. I'm about to find one.
Man, marketing is key too. And we was talking about this before, man. Marketing is everything. And again, you know, it's nothing wrong with taking risks. We're in an era where this stuff is possible now. I mean, the 2000 X-Men film was the beginning of it. I mean, comic book, TV shows, movies is dime a dozen now. It's possible now. Test the waters. Like, don't worry about if it's going to work or if people are going to watch it or not. Just put it out there and let the people decide. Like, do a test run. That's why we're here. I mean, Marvel and DC is just the beginning of it. But there's other companies and other publishers out there that need love too and need adaptations as well. So if I see this happening, I know that anything's possible. I mean, you have their own universe. Disney's coming out with Disney Plus. There's no limit. Just
and
you know,
Disney about to put money behind Arrow. I mean, Falcon.
Oh yeah,
and Winter Soldier and shit like that.
I'm grateful for this right here because I mean, I was asking for it. I don't know if the rest of the world was, but hey, man, I've been waiting for Swamp Thing forever. I wanted a TV movie, whatever they was gonna give me, a video game, something. Mm-hmm. I just had that Wes Craven movie and those books stacked. So this right here is great, man.
Yeah.
And I'm really believing in the team that's behind this, man. I like the actor that they have playing him, Derek Mears. Shout out to Jason Voorhees. Mm-hmm. They picked the right guy for this. He's got the build, and he's no stranger to playing horrific, monstrous villain, slasher killer villain. So he's gonna play something that's gonna have a little bit more depth to him. So that's gonna be a nice challenge for him. He's got the physical appearance, which is great. James Wan's an executive producer on this. Lance Wiseman is the executive producer. Shout out to the Underworld movies, man. So we got some stuff, man. You got people that are in this realm of horror, monster films, vampirisms, dark mythology, world building. We're in good hands, man. And then they're basing this off loosely based off the Alan Moore series. His run was fire if you haven't read it. So
Alan Moore is a phenomenal
I feel good about this, man. Like, you got the right people involved that want to make this terrifying and make it character driven. I'm with it.
Last thing I think, you think it's gonna be horror based?
It's got to be. That's the selling point.
Exactly.
Because the teaser was horror. This was horror based. It's got to be. Yeah. But they got to bring more to it because I don't want them to bank on it. Is it going to be scary or not? You have to have that blend and then the characters.
The horror is what's going to sell it, and I think this.
If you got tight characters and then you bring that suspense, you're winning because you actually care about them, and then you got some suspense to go along with it. Because people are not expecting that, but they're expecting that story. But the horror fans are going to come in when you catch them off guard, like, oh, this is kind of interesting. Yeah. Oh, this is DC based. Okay, I'm gonna go back and check. So you got to hook them. And that's how horror works, though. You got to hook them. You're going to watch movies to get that suspense and see if they can get you, right?
Yeah.
But you want that story at the same time, too. And if you find it fascinating, you're going to want to go and do that homework. And then when you see that DC logo, you'll be like, oh, DC. Oh, okay, I know about DC. Hook them. Trick them. Get them in. Make them comfortable. Make them want to know more.
I'll be honest with you. I think the one thing that's going to hook me to it is, two things. Is the horror factor.
Oh, yeah.
And combining the rest of the Justice Dark League.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like what you said about having this be the beginning of something and then building the team.
Yeah, because
that's great.
Because I would love to see an Etrigan. You know what I mean? It's
Zatanna.
I'm about to go to church a lot, but that shit's gonna get dark.
I mean, I don't see how that's not possible now. You got a streaming service for your team, man. Like, this is what you wanted, and I think it's gonna happen. I think this is the beginning. They want to see how people respond to this. I think this is a test.
But you can't. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people are gonna look at Swamp Thing as a bucket of greens. What could he do? They're not knowing his feats, his traits, and because he is he's a mythical comic book character. I think, honestly, like, I know who he is. You know, I got like 2 or 3 comic books of him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the world really doesn't know who Swamp Thing is. He doesn't scream hero. He doesn't scream villain. He just Swamp Thing. And I think the way that the comic book readers or the moviegoers, which I think are majority, if you're only a moviegoer with comic book films, then you're more of just a casual film goer who likes to watch heroic things. You know what I mean? And
that's the beauty of anti-heroes, though. They walk that fine line between good and evil, but they can go either way, and they do have motives, and they do have mannerisms. But it's about, is it time to be a hero or is it time to be a villain?
Or, well, they say anything, if you don't say somebody, you're a villain, but that doesn't necessarily mean it. It just means everybody is always 2 sides of the story. True. But Swamp Thing doesn't have an outfit. You know what I'm saying? Swamp Thing doesn't talk to the mayor. Swamp Thing is not trying to make your neighborhood better.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing is out for Swamp Thing.
Take him as he is.
Yeah, Swamp Thing is like you're killing the nature's dying out, animals are dying out. Now I gotta kill you.
Think Incredible Hulk. Scientist.
I give him more.
Not hero.
The Incredible Hulk is more of just an animal.
Something that they can understand though, because he is a monster. He's not a good guy.
The Hulk doesn't have any mind control.
True.
So he's kind of an animal on a leash. You know
but he wants to be normal. He can't.
Bruce Banner wants to be normal.
Yeah.
The Hulk is just retarded. That's the difference.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
This motherfucker is a full functioning brain.
Yeah.
And he knows exactly.
He knows what he's doing.
I'm not helping you, you sick freak. You know what I mean?
But now he looks like a freak. See what I'm saying? So.
But who's to say what he looks like? Because he could just disappear.
True.
You know what I mean?
And that's where the horror.
That's the horror part comes in. Like, you know, it's that Chucky. He's in a corner. And you think you're seeing a man.
That's why I think the anti-hero aspect is very interesting, because it could be that fine line. You know, we all love a character that has motivations, good or bad. Killmonger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Spider-Man and things like that. So
true.
I like that fine line where the audience is being challenged, but they're still getting what they want to see. The character is doing behaviors and acts of what a monster does, you know?
Okay.
He's going to fight. He's going to kill. He's got skills. We know he's a scientist and things like that. He's going to be challenged, and then he's going to have to show his true colors and unleash that beast. And that's why we're here. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm signing up to this. So I have so many factors going into that. And what you said is interesting, too, because Swamp Thing, he checks all those things on the checklist. There is no gray area with him. He's just mutual.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about how the audience is going to perceive him. And that's what I like, because that's going to be the challenge. They're gonna come for the traditional things, the horror, not knowing who he is, but being interested, and then that DC logo popping up. This is a horror, sci-fi based thing, and then you got the DC logo on it. No one ever thought that they were going to see something like this in live action based. So I think give it a shot, see what it is, and if you don't, then you can go back to your superhero stuff. But the beauty of this is you have options, you got choices, you got different dynamics. You're opening up a world of vast characters that you probably would have never been checking for.
Yeah.
But because you made it a television base and you made it a movie base, it's going to open people up, because, like you said, a lot of people don't read, which is weird because reading's fundamental and it unlocks a lot of things.
Book of Eli.
But if you don't, you got a TV show and you got a movie to watch. I mean, it's the same thing. You know, it's different me, just more visual.
If the show doesn't do too well, still put out the content.
Yeah.
If Swamp Thing doesn't do well, still put out Etrigan. Still put out Constantine. Still put this out and then promote a movie.
Yeah.
Rated R.
Got to be.
In theaters. Trust me. If the trailer is fire, people are going to subscribe to DC online to watch the old shows to know who these characters are.
Yeah, man, you just jumped on something. You just unlocked another door. So, with DC doing this, what I'm so jealous of, because I'm a Marvel guy, DC has the foundation of the villains and anti-heroes and stuff. And when I see stuff like this, Constantine and other stuff, I know they can push the horror aspects because they have the villains and the anti-heroes. And they're doing that now. They're not talking about it. They're doing it. We're getting a New Gods movie too. So this just opens up everything. And I want them to do this and succeed at it so Marvel can jump in that playing box too.
Because Marvel has to get on that. I think I said it after Endgame.
It's time.
After Endgame, they better go horror, or they're going to be looking real salty.
The genre is saving cinema, like it is. Same way action movies are coming around. You said it. Things come full circle. History repeats itself.
Yeah.
Horror's making a comeback. It's time to explore that in this comic book fantasy realm. It's time to explore it in this subgenre, because you need to merge to it, shake things up a little bit. Let's get a little dirty. Get some anti-heroes in there, you know what I'm saying? Bring in that supernatural essence. You open the gate. Now go in there and go in that sandbox and start building. Like, you got the characters. You just got your characters back. Go ahead and do it. DC's doing it. They just didn't have the funds of the studio to do it.
No, they had it. They just didn't have the writers. And they was doing dumb shit.
But Marvel didn't have all their characters. DC has everything. They have everything in their sandbox.
They have everything.
They're doing it now. They have different universes right now, which is crazy. I have to go down this line because I don't think a lot of people know. Marvel just has the MCU. They're about to do Disney Plus now. DC has CW on lock. They have their own DC EU streaming service. They have the animated films universe. They got their universe in the video games. Rocksteady's doing tight with the Batman games. You got the DCFU going on right now, and then you got this streaming service. Come on.
But in all honesty,
and Elseworld stories with the Jokers, and you got Elseworld stories coming. I mean, that's
with all honesty, their animation sucks now. It's not what it was, and I use that
better
term.
than Marvel. Marvel ain't been putting stuff out like they've been beating them.
Anything's better when there's nothing there to compete with.
Yeah.
So that's automatically that's how the MCU is above the water right now. There was no competition for the last 10 fucking years. But
it's just a tough thing when you look at it. Like every time I think DC, I'm seeing multiple universes on different platforms. I'm like, this is crazy. What's going on?
But the animation is strictly Batman, Superman at the most. You rarely get to see something better.
Y'all can't see what I see, y'all, but I'm looking at that phase 1 of the animated films. That's a dime a dozen from where I'm sitting.
but that's old. That's even before the MCU.
I'm just saying, but DC's, I think they looked at what Marvel's doing with their movies and said, we're coming.
Well, I know that.
I'm trying to give credit, and they're doing something that I've been waiting for my team to do. But Joe Squad is over here, and they're...
But the thing is, I can't... I know what they're doing, and you're right.
Yeah.
But I'm just being honest about the material they're doing.
I'm biased, y'all, and I respect that.
Yeah, you making comic book movies and all this shit, but if it ain't good, it ain't good.
Yeah.
Your animations have been dropping the ball. Out of 3 animations, let's say you drop 3 a year, you only get 1 that's good.
Yeah.
And the other ones are just...
Oh, and I forgot, guys. I'm sorry. The Watchmen, the V Vendettas, the Constantines.
Yeah.
Movies. Yeah. At least they made them.
Yeah.
And they were good.
They made them.
But the audience didn't receive it like it should have been.
Because the marketing.
Yeah.
It goes to marketing.
Forgot about that.
And then you go to the CW shows, which I think need to be canceled.
Okay.
Because they're trash.
I'll give you that.
And I say that word trash because you have to really do characters correctly, and you can't just throw in, oh, it has a superhero suit, let me make a dramatic scene. The Flash is never fast enough, and Arrow just has issues
argue with that.
With love and shit. It's just like what's going on, and I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the bad acting, and it's just
Mel.
Jason Mill,
Stephen.
it's Stephen Mill.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
He do be doing that.
It's terrible.
Oh,
I think he's a genuine guy, nice dude, everything. But the acting on camera,
yeah, when you say action, yeah,
not believable.
Yeah.
You know, Legends of Tomorrow, trash. It's a bad show. Supergirl was way better on CBS. Now it's even worse.
She look good though.
Yeah, but
and Manhunter.
But I don't want
to show.
I don't want to run a show on that.
Yeah.
Titans, trash. Starfire.
I like the grittiness of Titans. I like what they see. You can't do this. This is what I'm saying.
They have.
They got me. It's not entirely right, but they're giving me what I want to see as far as that grittiness and that maturity that you've been talking about.
But that's not even the Titans.
I know.
So
it's not the full team either. But
you F the team up by giving them something that they're not. This is the problem.
True.
So that's hypothetically speak. Yeah. Now, if they took the grittiness and took Green Arrow and put him on the show, now we got a show. Green Arrow was on point. What happened to Green Arrow? Green Arrow was showing grittiness. Okay. It was showing rawness, and then it went soft, and then it went sideways, and then it went
he was
left
killing
and right.
In season 1 and 2.
And it was like, what's going on?
And then he got in love with Felicity. I got
trash.
You. Yeah.
Trash.
And that's what messed it up.
Trash, right?
Yeah.
And then
season 1 and 2 were fire.
The Titans need to be more like the Flash show, hands down.
I agree with that.
Fun, going show.
But I'm gonna be selfish and say I like the maturity and the grittiness that I'm seeing, because this will not be on CW because of CW, but because of the streaming service, you can break rules and try things.
No, that's cool.
It's a good experiment.
But
when Robin, it's not right, you're right.
But when Robin looks
I like what I'm saying.
When Robin looks like he's 12, and then you have it's all
it's
over
not
the place.
Teen Titan. They should have been Teen. They're too old, and only 2 of the. I'll say this: 2 of the members are Titans. That's it. The rest of the team, they're just there.
I'll wait. Name one.
What was it? The Ghost Raven.
She's not a Titan.
I'm saying, but she's the only one that feels like she's not like really mature enough. Robin and Starfire are the ones that are really leading the team, but they don't feel like Titans members. I feel like the other 2 feel like Team Titans members, but they don't belong. It's like it's dysfunctional, but they all play like different aspects as far as like they're just a misfit family. But to me personally, only 2 of them felt like Teen Titans because they really didn't know what was going on and they questioned a lot of things, and that's kind of
they felt like children of you.
Yeah. That's where I was going at.
Yeah.
So you're right for the most part, but just when I was watching it, that's kind of how I felt. But when I look at the maturity of the group, I'm saying, well, Starfire and Nightwing are kind of doing their thing, but they're too mature to be Teen Titans. They just feel like regular Titans on their own. But the other were children, like you said, like more what you wanted.
But
when that violence and that maturity comes, I'm like, oh, okay.
But see, that's the difference.
Yeah. So they did fail on that.
They failed with Titans because they gave the wrong team the wrong powers.
Yeah.
Doom Patrol, I think, is just all over the place. You know what I mean?
And I'm selfish, so I love that maturity and that violence.
No, I love it too, but I love it when it's done correctly. When you're doing something in DC, that's why I look at Swamp Thing. Like, Swamp Thing might be the beacon of doing it right. Because
I'm glad you guys are hearing this, though, because you're getting somebody who is on opposite sides, but is respecting what they're doing, versus somebody who followed is in that world.
And I'm like,
and it's telling you they're messing up.
They messing up big
time.
So
that's it can't get no more truth than that.
But it's the realness of it is the fact that I see Swamp Thing being that character that you have to be a complete idiot to ruin, because he is like the Titans, the grittiness, the darkness, and he's also like the serious themes of Doom Patrol. Yeah. The being outcast, the legit misfits.
Swamp Thing has a lot of weight on his shoulders, because if he doesn't deliver in the horror and he doesn't have that foundation, then he fails. Just because of who he is. Yeah. You're expecting something now because he's Swamp Thing.
So this might be their number one hit. Yeah. Out of all their platforms for a very long time.
That could be facts. I hope it is.
Because
I hope so.
He is a very serious character, and it looks like that's what they've been going with on their DC stream. Serious themes, but they've just been picking the wrong teams. Yeah. So I think this might work.
I'll be honest. I love the Young Justice Outsiders, and I love Doom Patrol. I know it's split on that.
With the new Young Justice? You like that whack team?
I like it. It's not like amazing, but I like it. My show came back. Shout out to Brendan Vietti and Greg Weisman. I like this political thing that they're doing. It's kind of interesting. I wish they just picked up where Darkseid and Vandal Savage that thing. What happened with that cliffhanger? But I like this new team that they're doing, and I'm just glad to see the show back. Hopefully, it's gonna pick up some steam, but it's a little murky right now. But
murky.
I'm with it though, man.
That shit ain't oil right now, bro. That shit is not.
I like this. I like Doom Patrol, but I was waiting for this. That's all I'm saying. So I got 3 shows to look at now, but this is what I was waiting for. I'm gonna subscribe.
You guys heard it here first. He's gonna subscribe to that.
I'm gonna get it. So thank you, DC Universe.
I'm gonna have to pass my subscription if this does not do well. I think I am done with
it. So you're checking out if this
is not good, I am officially done with anything that's not film based on movie big screen.
Okay.
With DC.
That's fair.
Because DC has been slacking in the films.
Okay.
As far as cartoon films, their cartoon shows have been weak.
Yeah.
And their TV shows have been weak to me. And that's just my personal opinion on it. I don't like none of the other stuff. It just seems in the air. I'm done with it. I'm done with the corny, quirky shit. I
see where you're going with that. I respect the consistency as far as like that content.
When Green Arrow shot Flash in the leg and said, "You're predictable," no.
I can't speak on that, but that don't make sense.
When we keep going, freak.
Man,
the Flash is not fast enough. When I see these time traveling imbeciles to stop Vandal Savage, when all you have to do is go all the way back in time to when he came to life and just end him right there. But they didn't do that. They went on this trial and tribulations. It's all over the place. I'm good.
I got you.
Titan's show was whack. Starfire was not Starfire, and you already fell. And Beast Boy only turned into a tiger that he had to get naked to do. And
Titan show was cool to me, but it was not what it was supposed to be. But I like it for what it is, because I know I'm not getting that on television.
It wouldn't have been better if they just did do it and just did Doom Patrol.
I'm going to be selfish again. I'm looking forward to season 2. Only because of, I don't watch Game of Thrones, but the actor that's playing the Bruce Wayne's coming in there.
God.
Slade Wilson. They had to bring Deathstroke in there some type of way. Like, that motherfucker is like the savior. It's something about that character when you bring him in.
Manuel Bennett?
Him too, on Arrow. Like, when he showed up, the show was fire. Like, when he was gone, it got tiresome.
Bro?
Now they doing it. That character is like
you
the
watched
savior.
Titans, right? You saw that Batman they had in there?
Nigga, I.
The nigga had Mr. Bison's cape on, bruh. His shoulders were...
Nigga, that...
Bruh.
And that wasn't even... That was like a dream sequence. I thought it was real. I was like, when they invaded the Wayne Manor, and he was taking full... I was like, nigga, this is the Batman I've been waiting to see. See, again, I'm being selfish. None of that shit's consistent, but it was tight to see.
Well, you guys getting here first.
Took him out.
You're not getting... I ain't gonna be biased with this shit. They better get that shit correct. Those are my characters.
I ain't biased. I'm just,
Marvel dude over here screaming...
Yeah.
Leaking over here for that trash.
You see what I'm saying?
Don't listen to him.
Hey.
I'm that DC fan. And I'm telling you,
I am
fucking
too.
up.
But I like that they're jumping in the water saying, "Hey, let's
How'd you
go and
feel about
do it."
Captain Marvel? Did you like Captain Marvel?
No.
See what I'm saying? You see the bias in this shit? When it's his shit, he don't like it. You come over here, man. I see.
Thank you, DC. Hey,
reverse psychology shit.
But I still love Marvel though.
He wants y'all to keep making trash, and as soon as Marvel make that good shit,
experiment, test your waters, and do your thing. Y'all got all kind of universes going on right now. We still got one.
How you feel about Ant-Man 2?
Trash. But part 1 was tight though.
See what I'm saying? He don't like none of his shit, but he
Hey,
love his
man.
garbage over here.
Phase 1, phase 2.
I'm good. But anyway, you guys.
I love you, Marvel, but DC, hey, they over here making moves.
They are making moves. I'll give you that. If I had a drink, I'll drink to that. They are making moves.
This is a great time right now for us fans.
I just need them to make
comic book readers
the correct moves
and
really, because if you're creaming over that crap,
yeah,
I know if they got Starfire right and she was orange and she wasn't blowing fire out her arms and she looked good while doing it.
Oh, and I'm waiting for that Stargirl too.
I'm waiting on that too.
I'm waiting for that.
And really
risk
and really make her pop. Then I know you really be creaming.
And if it's wrong in it, because I'll come to you, because you the guy. You know.
If you had that Starfire up there,
yeah,
that fire right there.
I agree.
On screen, look at them thighs, bro. Look at them thighs.
That's not one of the winning links of the show either. I'm talking about the grittiness and the violence and the aspect, the maturity of the show, the content.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I love that.
Everything else, trash.
Okay, I'll accept that.
See what I'm saying?
I'll accept that.
So let's just take that. But
that Doom Patrol's good though.
Let's take the script.
Doom Patrol's better than.
That's because you're only in the movie. I mean the show. So by you being in the show, you're obligated to say that you love it.
Cyborg's tight too.
You're obligated. He's in the sweatsuit.
Robot Man.
You're bruh. You can see the straps like on Batman Begins.
Don't do me like that, bro.
On his arm, bruh.
Hey, on that Party City, man, I tried.
Bruh, I was sitting there watching that shit on the TV. I said, this nigga has straps.
He tight, bro. He's tight.
All right, that's the discussion, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. You got two opinions. One guy is, well, I think we're both for the show.
Yeah.
But you guys got a little bit more extra on that.
I'm subscribing.
You got some extra, you got some cheese on that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would love to know what you guys thought about the discussion. And what do you guys think about this swamp thing? Do you guys think it's going to be successful? Are you guys looking forward to it? How you feel about DC and all their moves? Ronjo Genji said they're making the correct moves. I agree with that, but at the same time, they're not making the full-length correct move for me because I feel like they're taking characters and doing else stuff with them.
I'm low-key jealous, though. Y'all got them villains on lock.
Oh, yeah.
Them monsters, them horror villains, that genre that I crave.
Yeah. Wes Craven.
I'm coming over here for a little while.
It is what it is. It is what it is. And
it's nice and cozy.
It is. And we always welcome, arms are always open. Yeah. Welcome you in.
Marvel, until y'all do Midnight Suns, I'm going to have to take a break from y'all for a little bit. I want my Blade, my Ghost Rider, my Moon Knight. I want all that.
But I will say Sony did a phenomenal job with this one.
Hey, shout out. Yeah.
But that was good. Yeah. But that's the discussion, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and push that subscribe button. Thumbs up this video. And don't forget to share Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. This is my boy Ronjo Genji.
Cyborgpedia.
I'm J3, a.k.a. the Batman.
Thanks for having me.
We out.